My dear friends, I'm excited to tell you about the 2012 indie movie Safety Not Guaranteed, starring Aubrey Plaza and Mark Duplass as the female and male protagonists, respectively. This is a great movie and proof that the indie film scene can be a great source of inspiration. So whoever took the risk on this film, thank you for doing it. My wife and I watched it. We loved it. However, had I not watched a roundup on YouTube of strange sci-fi movies, I would have never known this thing existed. And the friends I've talked to about it, only one has heard of it, and he also loved it. So of the 3 people I know that have seen it, all of us think it was fantastic. So what's this thing about? Now, Stephen, why are you hard selling this? Because let me just read you the premise of the movie that shows up on screen in the movie, and you'll see why it hooked me, and then I'll tell you why it justified it. Aubrey Plaza works for a media company along with a couple other interns and a drunk no-good boss, and this mismatch of characters gets sent out to investigate a personal ad that appeared in a distant newspaper in Washington State. The ad reads, "Wanted, someone to go back in time with me. This is not a joke. You'll get paid when we get back. Must bring your own weapons. Safety not guaranteed. I have only done this once before." Talk about your plot hook. How could you not be intrigued by a premise like that? Who wouldn't want to answer that ad? Hell, I want to answer that ad. That's what we call effective writing, people. Kind of like the saddest, shortest story ever written. Baby shoes for sale, never worn. That want ad is amazing. It packs in so much dramatic potential in such a small place. This is set in the real world, so time travel being a thing is intriguing. The fact that it's going to be dangerous and you need to bring your own weapons also escalates the interest. But finally, the person posting the ad says they've done it before and come back. So time travel is possible, they did survive it, but they're admitting that they're not fully experienced in all the ins and outs of time travel. There's lots of chaos and drama built into that. It's fantastic. And who's this time traveler? That would be played by Mark Duplass, who does a fantastic job in the role of skiing very carefully between those lines of, is he just crazy or does he have something to show for his claims? And I think the movie does a great job of moving you between those lanes to keep you guessing all the way until the end when you do get resolution and you do get an answer, and one that my wife and I found very satisfying. We weren't cheated out of the dramatic potential and the promise, the allure of the movie. It delivered and still surprised us. So the acting's good. It's an indie movie, so there's a bunch of talky bits, but they're interesting. They build character. There are character arcs and character development that happens in this. And Aubrey Plaza, ain't nobody mad at that. She does a fantastic job in this, and this is one of the ways she started earning that hype train that she's on. She's hot, engaging, mopey, goth, but also excited at the prospect of adventure. What's not to like? Now, the newspaper folks aren't the only ones who noticed an ad about time travel. So there's also some agents looking in on him, but I'm not going to give away too many more spoilers. So what we get is a real-world story with sci-fi kisses and a dash of romance involved. It's a great date movie, it really is. And the chemistry, the back and forth between Plaza and Duplass, fantastic. Those two had great on-screen chemistry. And there's some quality nerding in this movie that would work on a lot of the people I know. So if you're awkward and looking for tips on how to pick somebody else up who is also awkward, this movie's actually a pretty good place to mine for ideas. Safety not guaranteed. Go find it. Guaranteed you're gonna love it.